It's The Brick Wall on PATV. Tonight, we have stand-up comedy from Boris Hyken. We'll get to know the rapper, Romeo J. And we'll finish it all off with music from Julia Vainblatt. But first, your host, Peter Coleman.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very great to be here. It is our first episode of 2018, mofos. We are back. How are your resolutions going? Failed already? Huh? Me too. Yeah, well, don't worry, because there's always next year, right? Didn't make any resolutions? Well, hey, why don't you resolve right now to follow The Brick Wall on social media? It's at PATV Brick Wall across the whole shebang. Twitter and Instagram and... yeah, that's it. And while you're at it, while you have your phone out, make sure to like PATV Long Island on Facebook too, and live subscribe. That way you'll know anytime The Brick Wall is live, and you can sing and laugh with us all the way through to 2019. And do you want to come on here and make us laugh or tap our feet with rhythmic delight? Then email patvbrickwall@gmail.com and we can make that happen. Anyway, if you haven't already eaten a Tide Pod, welcome back to The Brick Wall. And if you have, I don't know, don't do that again. The Brick Wall is PATV's only live music and ha-ha show, and therefore it is the best. We got a great show for you tonight. Later on, we're going to hear music from the very talented Julia Vainblatt. We are also going to roll in a segment we shot a few weeks ago with the hip-hop artist Romeo J. But first, please put your hands together for the very funny Boris Hyken.
Woo! Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This is a very interesting environment. Oh, I could read your texts from here instead of doing my set. Oh, this is what follows. That was great. You don't know yet. Pre-planned, I could...
Smart people don't have to remember their words.
I could throw this whole thing, and then you still have to say that it's great. That's rough. Actually, it's kind of interesting what a loose environment this is. If you're at home, you don't know. They told me I could say anything. Isn't that crazy? Here's actually the not anything. There is one restriction. So I could curse, say fuck, shit, piss. It doesn't matter. I could say whatever I want right now. I could be racist or misogynist if I wanted to. You'd prefer I didn't, but I could. It's not restricted. The only thing I can't do is ask for money. That's the one rule that's not allowed here. I'm not allowed to ask for any money. And I won't, but they said that for a specific reason, because I'm doing something this month. It's the beginning of the month, and a lot of people after New Year's they have their resolutions, and they have something called Sober January. If you're not familiar, I thought everybody knew about it. Are you guys familiar with Sober January? You've heard, we got an audience, there's fellow Ukrainians, fellow Russians in the audience, and even the Russians know about Sober January. You didn't think they knew about Sober January in Russia, but they know. They have heard of sobriety. They just don't practice it, but they've heard of it. So Sober January is where, you know, it's self-explanatory. If you haven't heard about it, you should still be able to put two and two together. So Sober January, a lot of people do it. They don't drink for the month of January. And I am doing that. I'm not drinking for the month of January. Is anybody else here? Guys behind the camera, I know you're already talking. Answer me. Are you are doing Sober January?
Of course.
Really?
Of course.
You're not just humoring me?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, you're not drinking? Is there anything else you're abstaining from?
Everything.
Everything. Sex? No sex in January?
Everything.
Oh, well now, don't patronize me. All right, so here's the thing, right? Most people, they don't drink. I'm also not smoking weed. That's a harder one for me than drinking. But I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking weed, I'm not doing any drugs of any kind. I'm also not eating refined sugar or refined carbohydrates. And the thing is that a lot of people who do that, at least my friends that have done that before, they're like, I'm doing Sober January. Don't invite me out to the bar. Don't invite me to brunch, okay, because I'm trying to do Sober January. I'm taking it up a notch, and I'm doing competitive Sober January. So not only am I doing Sober January, but do invite me to the bar. Do invite, because I'm already doing shows, you know what I mean? As a comic, you're around drinking all the time. But still, you know, that's not that bad. I bet it's harder for somebody who, like, is a nurse at a rehab clinic or something, or a bartender. But I'm not only asking people to invite me, try to break me. You know what I mean? Try to break my Sober January. I take it as a challenge to show that I'm better at Sober January than you for sure, but anybody else out there. I'm better at it. For starters, invite me. If you guys got something on you right now to tempt me, feel free to tempt me. I have a friend sending me a quarter-pound of weed from Sonoma County. I've had friends like hold up shots in front of me while I'm doing sets. Tempt me all you want. So not only am I challenging people to try to break me, I've also, and this is why they told me I'm not allowed to ask for money. I'm not asking for it. I'm just informing you that I did set up a GoFundMe so this is how it works, right? All the money that goes to the GoFundMe has nothing to do with mine and your relationship out there in TV land. But in some other exemplary way, all the money that goes into that GoFundMe is going to go towards New Alternatives, which is a charity that I already work with because I'm such an angel, for LGBT homeless youth. If I make it through the Sober January without anyone breaking me. And if I don't, I get the money. So I know that sounds a little bit weird, but the point is that every time I turn down alcohol, every time I turn down weed, every time I turn down refined sugars or carbs, I'm also turning down cash. Believe it or not, there's already like a couple $100s in there. I don't believe it. I didn't think it would happen. But there is. I'm going to take this microphone out now that I'm getting comfortable. I've already broken not just the brick wall, but the fourth wall. Look at that. Already making puns with the show. We're doing great. I'm also allowed to hold a notebook up here, even though it's live television. But we're still doing it because it's the brick wall. This is what we're all about, right? I'm here for the first time, and I'm defining what we're all about. Thank you. Riotous applause for the remainder of my set. No, I will fill it in with some jokes. So, I think the hardest thing for me is to abstain from the weed. I've been smoking weed pretty frequently. I don't know, in Russia, my parents took a while to like realize that weed was a normal thing because it wasn't as ubiquitous in Russia. And I've realized, so I've been smoking regularly for a pretty long time, and I take a break. I'm obviously halfway through the month, so I'm like 2 weeks no weed right now. And I've taken a break before, like a month here and there, and I've realized that like it's not good to smoke too much weed, but also it's not good to not smoke weed too much, for me at least. I become a worse person. I don't know how you guys are when you don't smoke weed for a while. I become less sympathetic, kind of like sociopathic almost, like I just see how you're useful to me and that's about it. And I realized I was kind of a jerk probably until like sophomore year of high school, right? Not like a terrible person, but like if someone was mean to me, I would pay it forward and be mean to somebody else. And I stopped doing that around sophomore year of high school, and guess what I started doing around sophomore year of high school? I started smoking weed. And I think the two are related. I think I'm a better person for it. And my girlfriend's like, what are you gonna do if we have kids? Are you gonna stop smoking weed? And I'm like, I don't think that's such a good idea in terms of me fully loving them. You know what I mean? Like, I might bully my children if I don't get high once in a while. I think I need to. She's also very cool about it, which makes it more difficult. She doesn't smoke, but doesn't mind me smoking, so it's like entirely on me to control myself, which is nice though. It's better. I dated a girl before her that was not only judgmental of me smoking weed, but judgmental in ways that didn't even make sense. Like if we were just sitting and watching TV, if I took out a bowl, she'd look at me like I was a piece of shit, which is like, you don't get to do that. Not while we're watching TV, you know what I mean? You're the piece of shit that sits on your ass and watches TV for 3 hours sober. You know what I mean? I'm not the piece of, I need to smoke weed to be the piece of shit, just that you are baseline. I think there's there's a value to it, a little bit. I'm also careful not to overcompensate with alcohol, because I don't even like drinking that much. What I do is, tell me if you guys, Russians, tell me if you do this. I drink a glass of wine on the toilet sometimes. You guys ever do that? Uh-oh. No? It's not, I'll admit, it's not the classiest way to drink a glass of wine. I'll admit that. You have to admit that's hands down the classiest way to take a shit, right? There's no denying that. That joke breaks all all demographics, all boundaries. We all know what it's like to take a shit. We all know what it's like to drink wine. We're doing it. I feel good. I just moved in with my girlfriend, actually. Moved in to Clinton Hill, Brooklyn, to a Hasidic block. It's all Hasids. I made it. I tricked them. Thinks the beer did it. You know, I put on an old suit, spoke from the throat, and they welcomed me like one of their own. I did it. A lot of people don't know this about the suits. People don't know why Hasidic Jews wear the old suits. It's actually just 1920s Polish fashion. They don't realize that. The Holocaust happened, and then they're like, we're just going to wear this forever now. Which is kind of funny. It almost makes me wish that, like, well, if I had a wish, it'd be that the Holocaust didn't happen, obviously. But if that wasn't allowed for whatever reason, it'd be that the Holocaust happened in the 90s, because then Hasidic Jews would just be wearing Jenko jeans for the rest of eternity. They're like, this is us now. This is our people. That's what we're doing. Let's see. I'm going to remind you that I'm not asking you for money, but I have a GoFundMe for Sober January. Can't do that. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this beer. What do you guys think? I get compliments on it. Yeah. I don't know how to trust people. I call it my bad girlfriend beard now because, like, I grow it and I get rid of it sometimes. And whenever I grow it, my friends tell me they like it. But then as soon as I get rid of it, they're like, "Oh, you're so much better off without that beard. You should have gotten rid of that beard months ago." Ruining my mood. Somebody told me recently I should get rid of the beard, and this is a little gross, but it is true. I looked it up. They told me I should get rid of my beard because they did a study and they found traces of fecal matter in men's beards. This is a real thing, but not gonna let it ruin my mood. Okay, not gonna shave my beard because show me one study that looked for fecal matter somewhere and didn't find any. That doesn't exist. How about we stop looking for fecal matter? Stop getting our minds blown when they find fecal matter in new the world's covered in shit, okay? Spoiler alert, the world's covered in shit. If you want to survive this, you need to just stop looking for the shit for a little bit, okay? So you can have a good time and keep your sweet beard, you know? Stop looking for the shit. I'll say this one last thing, and this is a piece of advice that I'm going to say. I do think it's important, and I mean that literally, that you need to stop looking for the shit, you know? Because it's a crazy world out there, and everybody's upset all the time, and you know, as a straight white dude, I'm not allowed to tell people to not be upset. But I'm going to do it anyway. Don't be upset all the time because what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to function if you're constantly upset? This is what I do now. I try to just break up my time into feel good time and be upset time. And I know it's not easy, but you got to do the best you can. Set aside a couple of hours, read the news, cry it out, be upset, and then clock out and try to enjoy your day and function. I think at this point they should just make antidepressants that work like birth control pills, where for a week straight you just cry, you feel all the feels, you get it all out, and then the rest of the month you're just an Asperger libertarian. You know, you focus, you get shit done, you avoid eye contact, you do what you gotta do. All right, I think that's my set. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Oh man. Boris Hyken, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not up there, but I know you're supposed to say that was great.
That was great.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know where it went. You know what? They saw you reading it and they got scared and they hid it from you.
And then they're like, "Oh, now nobody gets to read it. I ruined it for everyone."
Thank you, Boris. That was great.
Oh, there
okay.
we go.
Except it's too early. We're not up to that yet.
Yeah.
This is you time now. May I touch you?
Yeah, please.
This is time for you.
Yeah, that's not part of my Sober January. I'm allowed human contact.
Oh man, that's a relief.
It'd be difficult without.
You know, I have a theory actually about fecal matter. And this isn't a joke. I think that more of it is found on the belt buckle than any other thing that you walk around with.
Well, surely at least your asshole has more.
All right, yeah, obviously, but like, I'm not gonna go around touching your asshole. But like, I'm just saying, don't pick up someone's belt, is what I'm saying. Don't pick up someone's belt.
It's true.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You're always putting that on, and then you wash your hands.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but just to be clear, your theory has some very specific caveats. 'Cause
Yes.
I could still make
Okay, forget superlatives. There's a lot of shit on belt buckles.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we all agree on that?
Well, at the least those of us in the studio. I won't deny it, you know? Especially, I like to put my belt buckle in my ass, so it's
Oh yeah, you still have to hold that.
I do. What?
You do.
You got a mic.
I got one of these, man.
I got
Sure.
it.
What do you?
I wasn't sure. I didn't know if they had studio. I was actually wondering what was happening right now. We didn't plan this ahead of time.
I'm sorry. I should have said. Did you hear anything he just said? Because it was hysterical.
So many zingers missed.
Oh man.
No,
It's
probably
probably.
picked up some of it.
Oh good, we got it. All right. So you, as you said, you're from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukraine. You're from Ukraine.
From Ukraine.
The one and only Ukraine.
Yeah.
Where? How long? How old were you when you moved here?
So I moved here in 1991. I turned 7 like right after we came here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then where'd you move to?
Moved to Edison, Central New Jersey, which oddly enough, Edison is actually, so like a lot of Russians moved to Brighton Beach, and Edison is actually like the Indian version of Brighton Beach. Like they know Edison, New Jersey. You know, I actually traveled to India because one of my best friends that I grew up with, his family's from there, and they know.
So Edison is Little India?
Edison is Little India.
Really?
Yeah. The same way that Brighton Beach is Little Russia, Edison is Little India.
Did you get on the wrong boat? Or get off at the wrong harbor?
Plane, but no, there's like a Russian community there too. I mean, we're not all like forced to live in that one city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
let me
all right.
dispel any sort of rumors that we're imprisoned in camps in America.
But now you live in Clinton Hill.
Now I live in Clinton
now you're
Hill,
a Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
guy.
Lovely Clinton Hill.
As all good Brooklyn guys wearing the plaid T-shirts. We all got
Yeah.
the memo. We're all wearing
Touche.
uniform. And now you direct and write for We the Internet.
That's one of the things that I do.
That's
yeah.
one of the things. He does a lot of things. That is one of the things that you do.
Yeah.
What is that like?
It's very fun. It's a political comedy show. We do every week at least we put out a video. Yeah, it's really great. We do a lot of like desk pieces. We do a lot of sketch, and we make fun of everybody. So it's very fun because everybody gets upset with us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who did you piss off most recently?
Let's see. I guess probably the most recent we did a series called Trump ex-staffers support group, and it was like a therapy group for people that have been fired from the Trump group. And so of course, like, you have all these, comment sections that call us libtards and stuff like that, but then you go a week prior or however much prior and we're making fun of the left, so we make fun of both sides and then both just assume we're their enemy.
Equality and pissing people off.
Exactly, and I like that about it a lot.
That's fair. That's that's very nice.
Yeah.
I like that. You do stand up just about every night, right?
Yeah, I try to.
That's impressive.
Varies month by month depending on what else I got going on, but yeah.
That takes a lot of stamina.
Takes stamina. Yeah, it's really fun though.
Where do you go?
I host a monthly show at UCB East called Improv versus Stand Up.
Beast.
The Beast every fourth Thursday at 11. UCB East Village. Actually, I should correct that. There's strict branding that we should adhere to.
Really? It is called, I've never heard it called UCB East Village. I've always seen UCB
it's actually like a new explicit thing because they closed down Chelsea and they opened up UCB Hell's Kitchen, and so there was just
When did that happen?
just like a month or two ago. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so lots changing, and so it takes a little bit of explicit marketing to make sure everybody's on the same page, goes to the right venues and things like that. So UCB East Village is where that show
Hell's Kitchen is still on the west side.
Yes, it technically is, but I'm just a pawn in this game.
It's okay. We're with you.
We're all pawns in this game.
You also you do stuff at the Pit.
I do stuff at the Pit as well. I'm on I do stand-up shows at the Pit as well, and then I'm on a group called North Coast that's at the Pit every Saturday at 9. And we are in kind of a musical improv group, except we have a beatboxer and we freestyle rap instead of singing. And although there is singing involved and stuff.
That's pretty cool. Are there a lot of improv hip hoppers?
Not really. No, we're kind of the main one in New York, and then there's a couple other groups that are formed from classes that our group has taught.
Wow.
But we've been around for a long time, about 7, 8 years. The group's taken a while to like become what it is today, but
And now it's a thing.
oh, now it's a thing. We tour, we headline all around the country. Actually, half of the group is in Europe touring right now, so it's really sometimes we're like 3 cities at once. It's very fun.
Is there like some
There's a good-
like place where you can stand and you're in 3 like where they
No,
all
no, it's
meet?
not. I forget what the border that is, but no, there's just a decent amount of us. We work with some of the best beatboxers in the world. Literally, one of our beatboxers, Kayla Milady, is the beat rhyme champion of the world, which is beatboxing and rapping at the same time. Another one, Mark Martin, is the American
Do they have 2
beatboxer.
mouths?
No, they're just incredibly talented and spend what you would call an annoying amount of time perfecting what they do. But it makes them as great as they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. That's freaking cool.
Yeah, it's very fun every Saturday at 9.
Oh yeah. Just you should come on this show with your group.
You know what? We just might. Yeah.
If that's something you might want to do.
It sounds-
Would
it
anyone
sounds like
else
the-
be interested in seeing some hip hop improv? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? All right.
I'll hit them up. Yeah.
The crowd has spoken.
The crowd has spoken.
Crowd has spoken. Awesome. Is there anything else you wanna plug while you're here?
Mainly just social medias, you know, as the kids say these days.
Social medias.
At the Boris K on Twitter. That's probably the one. I like to post jokes. I test a lot of stuff out on there. So I really like using Twitter for joke writing and things like that. So that's probably the one that I love. And then it's at the Boris K on Facebook. I post tons of sketches, and I'll be posting some stand-up videos and things like that on there, and Instagram as well.
All right.
That's it.
Sweet, man.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Boris. Yeah, give it up for Boris! Woo! That was great. Stick around because, see now you see what I did there? Because live in our studio later on is going to be Julia Vainblatt. She's going to sing for us. It's going to be awesome, but first, here is Peter Coleman interviewing the fabulous Romeo J. Pete. Thanks, Pete. We're here live on location at the PATV Great Neck Studios. I'm here today with our guest, Romeo J. Say hello, Romeo.
Hi.
Romeo, what is it that you do?
So I'm hip-hop music,
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And how long have you been doing hip-hop?
3 years.
3 years? And what made you first want to get into doing hip-hop?
My instinct, I love music and I just wanted to do it.
Who was the first hip-hop artist you saw where you went, I want to do that?
It's not like I saw him and it's just, I don't know, it just popped out in my head. But I like Drake, which is...
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake's your big guy?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. For those of you who are interested, we are here drinking with authentic PATV mugs. They are filled with actual liquid. Wasn't a joke. It was for real. They really are. There's stuff in here. It's delicious. Juan, where are you from exactly?
Mexico,
Mexico. What part of Mexico?
Puebla.
Puebla. What was it like growing up in Puebla?
Good.
Yeah?
Well, yeah. I mean, the environment, I think it's so much freedom over there. You got there's room for you, let's say.
Yeah.
Over here is too close. You can't even, you get me?
It's a little tight.
It's
It's a little tight.
There you
Yeah,
go.
for sure. And so when did you come over to the States?
About when I was 14.
14? Yeah.
Yep.
What made your mom want to move you over here?
Probably because my whole family was here, so they just decided to move. I mean, all of us, and just live here.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. What have you got for us today, Juan?
Some music.
You got some music.
All right.
We got a music video here from Romeo J. What is the video called?
In Spanish, it's not que temer, which means nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. You have nothing to fear from this music video. I hope you enjoy.
encuentras mal, no es el fin del mundo. Alguien te valora, sé que es muy confuso. Toma todo el tiempo, con calma reflexiona. La persona que ama nunca te abandona. Mirando estoy al cielo, conversando con la luna. Los tiempos son distintos y no confío en ninguna. Si tratas algo nuevo, la primera te traiciona. La infidelidad está muy excesivo, es como una droga, es más que adictivo. El siglo XXI ya está destruido, son las relaciones o guerra con países. Hagamos todo bien, cerremos cicatrices, uno para todos y todos para uno. Sigue adelante, no sufras por ninguno. Si tú te encuentras mal, siempre hay personas que te quieren ver feliz y te valoran. Tú no tienes nada que temer, en el alma está el poder. Déjalo brillar, así como es el sol y el amanecer será mejor. Tú no tienes nada que temer, en el alma está el poder. Déjalo brillar, así como es el sol y el amanecer será mejor. Romeo J. Sentimiento. Enfréntalo, resuelve, ponle entusiasmo, nada negativo, tira ese pasado. Si tú vas para atrás, nada tú consigues, una herida más. Bueno, tú decides, hazte valorar, tú vales demasiado. Un paso adelante, Dios está a tu lado. Si fuerza necesitas, Él te escuchará. Yo siempre le he pedido que me ayude a cambiar. Todo ser humano tiene unos errores, es bueno admitirlo y cerrar la nube con mucha humildad. Sube a la torre, Dios te cuidará, de todo hasta tu nombre. Él te disciplina si lo amas de verdad, y hasta las heridas las sana a despertar. Del triste corazón, cuando te sofocas, Él te cuidará de esas malas rocas.
Nice, man. Very nice. Now, I don't know anything you just said.
Which is good.
It's good? Why? Why? What sort of deep, secret, awful, hidden messages do you have in there? No, I'm kidding. It's you told me about the lyrics, and it's actually a pretty positive message. I like it. It's well, why don't you describe to our viewers?
It's about bring people together.
Yeah.
And also to keep on thinking positive, because whatever you wanted to do, if you put effort, you might go for it. I mean, you have to go for it.
That's right. That's why you're here.
Yeah, because you live once, and I think it's just, you gotta keep on going.
And it's about how there's too much war going on, and all the countries are fighting with each other, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah, and also at the same time, like, be loyal whoever you are with. Now, kind of mess up on whatever you have with that person. Just keep on supporting that person at the same time, and at the same time also keep on, bring people together. Like not fail. Just keep on working hard and
grow up, suck it up, be an adult,
right there,
and just try. Yeah. Well, I think we could all take a cue from that. This is a part of an album that you're working on, right?
The song that I just watched, it's already done, but I'm actually working on one more album right now, and hopefully it's done soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many tracks you got going for the album?
12.
It's a lot of. So what different kinds of songs do you have?
Basically just not the same thing, but it's more like also talk about how you can become a better person, and also those songs, the romantic songs that you sometimes you just to you
How to be a better person, how to be a better lover.
that could work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You think maybe is there going to be an English translation for maybe like some
Sure,
music
yeah,
videos with
yeah, why not?
subtitles
Why
so
not, yeah.
the rest of us can fully appreciate your work? I want to
Yeah.
know. I want to know, man.
Yeah, I make it work.
You'll make it work?
Yeah.
Okay. How soon do you think we can expect your album to be
The
ready?
latest a week.
A week from now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so soon.
Yeah.
Although at the time of this airing, it'll probably already. I mean, what? We're totally live right now. I mean, so it's already out. Enjoy the album that's definitely out right now. What is the album already called?
I mean, it's still in process, which I don't know what's gonna be the title of
So
it.
the album is out, and we don't know what it's called yet, but it's out.
It's not
and
out like officially. It's still like giving the last details out of the album.
Where can we find you? You on Instagram,
I have,
Twitter, Facebook, Tinder? Where can we? No, not Tinder. Where can we find you?
So I have Instagram, which is Romy0-J. The same
Romeo
Snapchat.
0-J. Okay.
and then the same also Snapchat. We also have Facebook, Romeo Romero, which is different, but that's the one.
Romeo Romero on Facebook.
And in iTunes, I mean, we got Spotify, Google Play, right there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can find them all over the place. No problem. Juan, that's
YouTube, of course.
it's a very expensive water that you're not drinking.
So cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Romeo J.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Pete.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Love what you did with your hair there. Always great to have you on the show. That was a super fun interview with a good friend of mine, Juan. I'm sorry he couldn't be here in the studio today, but we're so happy that we finally got to show that video to you. I am told that we are currently having some technical difficulties.
Just be honest.
Yeah, you know, why lie? Facebook they have it out for us. And frankly, this needs to stop. I'm calling you out, Zuckerberg.
Fake news.
What's up, man?
Fake news.
You wanna come down to the studio right now? Hash it out? Mano a mano? Probably not. Zuckerberg's really tough. He could probably take me. But Sean Parker? No, you're not even involved anymore. All right, there's no one. Will no one come and duke it out with me? I really hope you don't. I'm a frail person. We're live. That's terrific. Okay. For anybody that didn't catch that before, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please give it up for Julia Vainblatt.
Go, Julia.
Hi.
Hello.
I will leave my heart at the door. I won't say a word. They've all been said before, you know. So why don't we just play pretend, like we're not scared of what is coming next, or scared of having nothing left. Look, don't get me wrong, I know there is no tomorrow. All I ask is if this is my last night with you, Thank you. Thank you. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your shit bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The skies of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The skies of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand, but you played it to the beat. Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making a home down there as my show won't be shared. Scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand, but you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hands, but you played it with your beating. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. Pay me back in kind and reap just what you sow. Oh, we could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all, it all, it all. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hands, but you played it with a beating. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hands, but you played it, you played it, you played it, you played it to the beat. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I still feel you here to the moment I'm gone. You hold me without touch. You keep me without chains. I never wanted anything so much than to drown in your love, and I feel touch me for a little while, and all my fragile strength is gone. Set me free, leave me be. I don't want to fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, and I stand so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. But you're onto me and all over me. I live here on my knees as I try to make you see that you're everything I think I need here on the ground. But you're neither friend nor foe, though I can't seem to let you go. The one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. Keeping me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're onto me and all over. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long.
Thank you.
Julia Bainblatt, everybody, give her up one more time, please. Spectacular.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful voice. Has anyone ever told you that before?
A couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, a couple times in the last, I don't know, half hour probably. That was so good. Julia, you are from Bensonhurst, right?
Julia, get the mic.
Oh yeah, you got it talking to that sucker. So you're from Bensonhurst.
Yeah.
But your family is from Ukraine. Ukraine.
Ukraine and
Not
Russia.
the Ukraine.
No.
And Russia.
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
How is it both?
I don't know.
Oh, one's from one, one's from the other. Julie's parents are, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow up your spot, but she has some super supportive parents, and Eugene and Tatiana are here right now, and I'm gonna give you guys a big round of applause, because that's super cool. Yeah, there they are. That's right, Brooklyn boys wear plaid, he knows what's up. So where are you studying music right now?
I'm studying music at the conservatory at Brooklyn College.
And what year are you?
This is my second year.
So you've been studying in college for 2 years,
Yeah.
but how long have you been actually singing?
Well, I'm going to be 20 soon, so about 20 years.
20 years old.
Yeah.
So you just, you just came out of the womb like, pretty much, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yep, It's confirming. That's pretty friggin' awesome. So you just knew right away, this is it, this is what I'm doing, and there is nothing your parents could. Did they even try to convince you to do anything else?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want me to be a lawyer and a doctor. I just can't handle the stress, and I can't handle blood.
You don't like stress, so the entertainment industry is, as we all know, notoriously easygoing and stress-free.
Depending on where you go.
Depending on where. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I have a job for the TDF company, and they basically pay me to go watch Broadway shows and write my experience. about it.
And can you tell our viewers at home what TDF is?
TDF is the Theater Development Fund. They basically are in charge of all the theater that happens in Manhattan and like probably all of New York. But how I got involved, I was in high school. I was part of a program called Open Doors, where they took about 8 students in their senior year to just go and see Broadway shows and like write their experience. And so when I was in college in the summer of my sophomore year, they just contacted me saying, "Hey, do you want to be a part of this?" I'm like, "Sure."
So what do you get to do for the TDF? You just go and you see shows and what, review them?
Yeah.
What kind of reviews?
Well, like
you're not a traditional theater critic, though.
No, I have to basically write what I experienced during my time there, because everyone has a different experience. Like, I could like relate to one character while somebody else could have a different experience with one character.
So it's more personal and less about the structure of the play itself.
Yeah.
So what kind of plays have you gotten to go see for free and get paid to write about them?
Well, the recent ones I've seen were the John Lithgow show. Desperate Measures, that closed at the end of the year.
What's Desperate Measures?
It's based off Shakespeare's Measures for Measure. It's more of a modern take, and I've never seen Measures for Measure, so I can't really say what kind of comparison it was.
But you like the modern version?
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. So now you're starting to write your own music as well.
Yeah.
And you're learning to play some instruments.
Yeah, I'm learning to play guitar and piano.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's not the only thing you're studying.
Oh, I'm studying boxing.
So just watch out. That's all we're saying. Just watch out. Kid, all right, you want to do like a demonstration? You want to like hit our camera guy?
No.
He likes, no?
I'm really tough. I broke the beanbag once. The bag, not the...
I'm out of here.
I am not as durable as a bag. So definitely practice on him, not me. Who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
Taylor Swift, even though I understand the hate she gets.
We can hear people from the other studio laughing. Somebody's a Queen Bey fan. Who cares if she gets hate? Nobody's gonna please everybody. Yeah. What about Taylor Swift? What do you love so much about Taylor Swift?
I just like how she writes honestly in her songs. Like, when I was 13, I honestly thought about giving up music, and yeah, I don't even know why, but like, it was like when her Speak Now album came out, and I just remember hearing all these songs, especially the song Dear John, and I remember that song just made me cry, and like, I never cry over a song, like, so I just like, maybe I should try songwriting instead of just being a singer. Like, maybe that will help me get out there.
Well, we have a special surprise for you right here in the studio today. T Swift, you want to come out? No, I'm just kidding. That would be freaking awesome. But if she was watching this, hey, he bought it. Like, we didn't schedule this. If Taylor Swift happens to be watching, anything you want to say to Taylor?
Just thank you for being alive.
Thank you for being alive. There's the title of a song, T Swift. Write it. No, don't write it. You write it. Okay. There you go. Here's your first #1 hit. Thank you for being alive. Is that already a song?
Maybe.
Well, it is now.
Okay.
All right. Julia Vainblatt. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up.
Thank you.
Thank you very kindly. Damn, we had a great show tonight, and I'm not just saying that. I'm reading it off a teleprompter. We had a great show tonight, and I want to thank Julia and Boris for coming in, and a special thank you to Romeo J for coming in a few weeks back. Now remember to follow us on social media at PATVBrickwall, and email us at patvbrickwall@gmail.com to get involved. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our brand new Brickwall font. Yeah!